Hey, you doing this? It's your boy Domination. This is Back in the Basic. Triple Deuces, how we do text, baby. Man, I does back. You know what it is. Know what it is. Real man rise up, fake man rise down. Real woman rise up, fake woman rise down. Breath to word preacher, preach on. And today's topic I'm going to talk about is I really want to talk about this, man. The only place you're going to get it, only place you're going to get it is right back to basic. And today's topic I want to talk about is not another one. I really want to talk about this guy, Tyler Perry. Not another Tyler Perry film. Not another Tyler Perry sitcom. This guy right here. Don't give me offense. The man got some good movies. But have you noticed if you look at some of his movies, man, and I look at the images, and that's one thing as black community we don't do. We need to look at these images because I'm gonna say this: the Hollywood, y'all full of shit. White Hollywood is full of it because if you look at white people's movies, they out there fighting and kicking ass, and I notice even in horror flicks, even in sci-fi adventures and action, white people do movies like that. They do a little bit of romance, but one thing about white people, there was a movie called I don't know what it's called. It was a movie called I forgot what it called. It's that woman played that Mean Girls. You know what I'm talking about. And made a movie with that other guy, and that was a good romantic movie. But it's in white people perspective in their way. How they love, and she wrote love letters to, and they love each other. They argue to fight enough for their relationship. But I'm saying to myself, why is it that it won't be the same way like that? Because that's a European thing. Europeans, they express they love each other enough. Black community, I hate to say this, black community do not express it because if they do, they ain't used with no family because the black community always been known not having a family. Whites don't have no family either, but they don't put the images out there as much as we do because they control the mass images, especially white elite. They control it. Black elite, only they can do is giving full coverage how we are. If you look at some of these movies, I know the difference between white movies and black movies. White movies, they kill in their movies. Black movies, they don't. Let's be honest. I look at this man Tyler Perry movies and I know the image he's putting out. Black women know this. They're afraid to talk about it because come on. I watched the movie Blade and that was a good movie, but he became his own guest star in his own damn movie and he's supposed to be the leading role. But like I said again, a white guy directed this, which is good, but they should have let Wesley Snipes be the leading role all the time, you know, because I notice it when I look at these certain images. Maybe just me. I notice it. I notice it. I notice it. I notice it. I notice it when I watch certain these movies. And I watch Tyler Perry movies. I watch to Mud Deer, like Family Reunion, to a Diary of a Mad Black Woman. I look at stuff like that. I look at certain these movies and I know but I get tired of seeing certain black my folks act like this thing. I'm gonna give you an example. When if you notice when black men and black women when they do show relationship with them, it's always that constant flick, that constant drama. Why is that? But you know what? I already know what the problem came from. It started from 1960, but it really started from the 70s when feminism came into white women, and it started how that it was a CIA conformant since day one. If you don't believe me, look at Rockefeller. Rockefeller was funded by feminists. And how many of my folks know that? Even though white guy could have stopped it, white guys were the ones who would beat up their women, treat them like they ain't nothing. But all white feminists is about how white women are not being valued, not being valued as a woman, her own man. And what is black feminism about? Black feminism was about how women are not being black women feel like they're not being feeling like how can I say it in the black culture? Black women feel like they're not being viewed as a woman like a white woman was. but this is how black women feel. But if you notice it, how black women have a problem with their men, they want to have this job payment position and work position as their men, but how they can afford it. And she want that pedestal with the white woman. But who gave her white woman that pedestal? The white guy. Because he could afford it. Because to this day, they still believe white guys are the original man. Why? It goes back from 1,000 to 2,000 years ago that they claim with the Neanderthals and the Homo sapiens. Man, people can look this stuff up. Do you ever explain why whites and blacks hate each other? Because it got something to do with the black elite and white elite. They used them against each other. You know what? We're going to make some money on this. And that's what they did. Hollywood knew what they're doing. I said, that's why Hollywood got to take responsibility for the movies they putting out. Look at how black women being viewed. And I watched Scandal. I didn't watch, but I watched a glimpse at it because I already know what that show was about. Basically saying that black women is the whorish in the world and they pass themselves out. Because what do you think a bed wench is about? Bed wenching, they wenching with the fucking white guy. I'm telling you, you know, I heard this, some of a sister say it's better being a white man's whore and a black man's wife. I'm telling. Look at Rihanna for example. Rihanna, Ashton Kutcher has sex with her and dog her, and I guarantee you that Leonardo DiCaprio gonna do the same thing. So they want to talk about Chris Brown. Look, I'm not gonna defend Chris Brown. He should have never done that. I don't commend any man hit women. But why is it won't be the same thing when the War Machine was beating up that Crystal Mack because nobody said nothing? I'm going to say this to the white community. There are white guys out there beating up women just as much as black men. Black men and white men need their ass whooped. Let's say about that. Same thing, a white woman and black women need their ass whooped to believe that, oh, I'm telling you, they always playing race to this. They always do this, especially my folks, because we're the get along people. We're the life people. White people are the cult. They're into this. I'm telling you, if you look at some of Tyler Perry's movies, I watched a movie called Color Girls, and I know what that movie was about. Look how the woman been dogged out. I guess if it was a white guy, they wouldn't say nothing. They wouldn't say a damn word. They would not say nothing. They would not say a damn word. Now look at the movie. What is his name? Lee Daniels. Lee Daniels wrong what he did Monique like that, and he's a gay guy. But I always suspect Tyler was gay because the way he acted. The only time he not putting men down, he played a leading male role in his movies. Why is that? I notice it. I notice if you look, the light skinned man always play the dark guy, the dark villain and stuff like that. They do that in every movies. Now they play the good dark skinned man. Yeah, that's good. It's balancing. And sometimes he played the good hearing role of a light skinned man, and somehow portrayed a betrayed role for a bad of a dark skinned man. We need to get off of this colorism because in the black community it's just as bad because we're the group. I said you will never see this to white folks when they make a movie. They don't go around saying from red to pale. I said you don't see that. Why we're the only group will do this when certain black. That's why I say black Hollywood is full of shit, just like white Hollywood is. That's why I stopped watching these certain movies. These Asians, they did their own thing and say, you know what, fuck Hollywood. We do our own thing and run our own Hollywood in Japan and Hong Kong. I'll give them that. They done that even in China. Europeans do their own thing in their country. Africans do their own thing in their country. But why is a certain image? And you look at these certain movies. See, black men beat up a black woman, and they raping them. Even though they falsely accuse raping white women that they say if he did it or not, and probably he did. Just like white guys raping his women, raping black women. So white guys and black men are no different. They both got the same mindset, but the thing is, one of them feel like they want to be superior, and the other one don't want to feel like they infuriate each other. Give me a fucking break. I mean, I just don't understand. I want my people to explain this to me. Look at certain movies of black movies and white movies. You can't tell me there's no difference between those two. You cannot tell me. That's why white people and blacks need to be honest about racism. I'm gonna tell you what the problem was. That scientific racism that did a fucking damage. They did the same thing over there that they separate Africans. They did the same thing how they separate over there in Asia and separate other Asians. They did the same thing over there how the separation of Europeans, and they put one European and African and Asian, put them apart against their own and against towards each other. You see how it's a money cash system from the black lower class and the white higher class. You see what they're doing? I said, this is what I'm talking about. You see what I'm talking about? But yet, there are people out there believe that. I watch white movies and I look at the image. White's always been seen as being this, I don't know, this rampant of white savior, this the premisement of a super white man, super productive white man, a complexion of I don't you name it, a Superman white man myth of a superhero. What do you think Superman was about? Look at these movies. But when you ever seen a black hero? They supposed to make the movie called Black Panther. I ain't seen one yet. Because that tell me right there, whites still run Hollywood. I don't care what it is. People can get mad, but it's the truth. Even black community knows it. They look, but I'm gonna say this. I know some black men gonna get offended when I say this. I got to say this. All black men is he nothing but a bottom white man's bitch. You can get mad at me, but it's the fucking truth. If you don't, then you need to ask yourself. But there are brothers out there got mixed with that European blood, got the same fucking mindset as white. And whites feel like they're being discriminated because they're Caucasian. Oh, they want to destroy the white race. They want to destroy us. But yet, they could have stopped the racism just as much as blacks did. Asians. It should have never happened. It should have never went down. I see. You see where I'm talking about? This is why government, they did this. The government form, they did it, and people in general did this too. I said, you see why they put white guy and black men against each other? I said, don't fall for that crap. It's a money system. What I'm trying to say is racism is a construct, a corrupted construct of the system. It's based on how you treat it in society. It had nothing to do because you're black. It had nothing to do because you're white. It has something to do. It's based on how you climate and upper climate of the economy. That's all it is. Anybody who think it wasn't, you a damn fool if you believe if all this stuff that what they tell you. And I'm gonna say this to women, especially white women. If you believe that y'all are the female pedestal, but yet they try to make white women the whorish women of the world, especially when you look at the term Europe. Look at the term Europe and how they play this stereotype. Tell me if I'm wrong on this. Tell me if I'm wrong. I know what kind of movies I watch. Tell me I'm wrong on this. Huh? Huh? Okay. Tell me I'm wrong on this, people. I'm trying to help my mother. Tell me I'm wrong on this. And I'll look at these movies. I'll turn it up. That's it. Huh? I think I know what it is. 44. I got it. Volkswagen Passat. Okay, I got it. Up to 814 highway miles per tank. Hurry in and you can get 0.9. Oh, you want to turn it this way? Okay. Plus a $2,000 bonus. Okay. That's it. You know, tell me if I'm wrong on this, people. I tell my family member, but tell me if I'm wrong about these movies that's been putting out. That's why we need to start looking at these movies. No disrespect. Tyler got some good movies. I give him that, but some of his movies is bring a lot of question because this is what I'm saying. This is why white guys play the best part of the movie. I hate to say it again. Who came out? Hollywood. Who came out with it? That's why black community, only way they can be part of Hollywood if they part of the white part of the white production instead of the black production without a white society, or without from having a black society involved in white society. Tell me if I'm wrong on this. I look at these movies and I say to myself, that's why we need to start paying attention to these images they putting out. To me, Scandal is just a script. If they want to do a movie about a black woman with messing with a white president, why they just can't make a white president with his black wife? Why they just can't do that? Look how they portray. They will never put a black man right along with white woman. They won't. Think about this. It goes both ways. It goes both ways. Now, it might be a good show for Scandal, but they're basically saying black women are whores. They wouldn't do no damn white guy. I mean, they wouldn't do no black woman like that. I mean, they wouldn't. What I mean is, they would not do a white woman like that if she with a black president. See, that tell me right there that if we're gonna talk about who's gonna be together, who's not, then whites and blacks and say, you know what? All races are no different than other races. Everybody deserves having happiness from each other. I got a cousin who married a white guy, and they've been together for 30 years. But they went through ups and downs, okay? Just as much as a black man went through from a white woman. Why is it that there's a certain image that you putting out? This is what I mean by that. And I'm sorry, I'm upset. I am, because when they found out Tyler Perry made more money than Steven Spielberg, they didn't want nothing to do with Tyler. They did not want nothing to do with him. And Tyler better be careful, because they already got Bill Cosby. They're gonna bury this man. And I don't believe Bill Cosby had something to do with it. Maybe I'm wrong. He probably did. But I don't think he didn't. Because at that long, do you think if Bill Cosby raped all those women, all those Cosbyzation women, they want to hang them by trees by now? Okay, the Ku Klux Klan, before them brothers and sisters, did you know that the Ku Klux Klan are the original Knight Templars? And it goes back to the people from Switzerland, from the home of the slavery, from New Britain, North Carolina. That explains why the burning down cross and the people from Red Cross, and it goes back to the European history. They were slaves just as much as how they was people, their own people slaved them, just as much as trying to get out of Europe. Just like blacks trying to get out of Africa, how they've been enslaved by their own people. Everybody else, even Asians, went through it. That explains a lot of this society that we're raised. I can't get mad at some white folks. I feel bad for them, because a lot of them been conditioned to stuff they saw on TV. And you believe a lot of this stuff that's on, say, that TV is dangerous, man. It hurt your damn eye vision. It hurt your damn eye. I don't watch some of the stuff they're talking about, because I know they're lying. All racism is a money cash system. It's a switch account. Why you think they call it? It's a switch system for making Europeans money. How you think Europeans get this money? How you think they did it? Anybody who think that if we don't live a caste system, you thought wrong. Why you think they call it suburb and urban? This is no accident, and it's set up since day one. Okay? No wonder why the lower class and the higher class, it doesn't matter who rich or what, or black, or what ethnic race they are, and what religion. It's set up. I'm telling you right now, there are white majorities, but they keep worrying about the whites become the majority. There have been white majority for years. I don't hear the Ku Klux Klan said nothing about that. There are white minorities over there in Europe. There are white majorities, just like there's black majorities and there's black minorities. There's majority minority in every other ethnic group and every other race. But why is it that one group of people worried about, oh, they become a majority? They can become a majority. Come on, man. Are you kidding me? There are black people who are wealth. I'll give you that. But they move far away just as much as everybody else and don't want nothing to do with their community. Because they think that people don't want nothing. There are white wealthies that live far away, don't want nothing to do with their own community. So what that tell you right there? Y'all better start waking up and ask this. Why is it that they put in these movies? I said, these movies need to be disbanded. I ain't gonna lie, because some of the stuff they putting out, it gets you questioning. See, this is what I'm saying. I said this is why they look at black men as soft. When they got mad at Steve Harvey said, I don't give a damn about slavery, but African Americans got mad. I said, you got to wonder why he said that. Because all slavery is a Slavic language. Anybody who say it wasn't, it is. Europeans know it was. They were the first original slaves. Before blacks and everybody else. There were white slavery. I thought white slavery was something that made up. But it's funny that the Klan and skinheads won't talk about that, do they? I don't even hear Tea Party talk about that or Fox News, do they? You would think they will talk about it. So if they don't talk about it, that's something that made up, but they said it was really going on. There was black slavery, it was. And another thing they always bring it up, that blacks don't want to talk about blacks so the Africans so other Africans run along with Europeans. Yeah, but Europeans so other Europeans towards blacks, so what's the difference? Every other race and group, even the period war state, the stuff that's taking place. You got to ask yourself, all African American means we're basically saying we're conquered Americans. That's what we're saying when we say it. So it's preferred we need to stop saying African American or just say American. That's what I say. I can understand why whatever name Raven Simone got the heat flash because the backlash of the people because they got mad at her because she did not want to be identified as African American. She is not saying that. She is saying there are black people already live out here and Oprah knows it. Come on. Or you mean to tell me that there are black people who are not dark or darker? Look at Tyler Perry. Did he look darker to you? He probably got some white blood in him. Come on, for years that blacks don't want to talk about it. We're afraid to say it. Just like whites don't want to talk about their dark Caucasian over there in Europe. You cannot tell me. Look at the term Caucasian. And they said Caucasian could be any Caucasian regardless of the skin tone. They won't say nothing. You see we're being lied to? Look at Obama. He's brown, but he's seen as a black man. But yet they left the part out when his mom and his grandmother raised him, and he got a white mother. They didn't show the African father. They showed the African side from his dad's side. Don't tell me Obama raised differently than every other black man. That's why I heard black men say that he might be a black man, but he don't think like us. I can see why they said it because you got to remember, Barack Obama did not live in the inner city. He lived in the diversity. Other races of people from the suburb come from a good home. Barack Obama is one of those type. Look, there are brothers out there who just like Barack, but you got to ask yourself this. He's African. Notice when I say African. But he is American citizen of the United States. Come on. How you think Africans came up here? Come on. Africans know this. But they don't even know the term African American is come from the Roman general African Canis. Or some they said it means shiny earth. A shiny earth. Some they said without cold. Mean without Europe. I mean, you got to ask yourself, in the term Europe come from a Greek woman sitting on a Taurus bull. You can look this stuff up. I don't know how Asia, where the original origin of Asia came from. Asia came from Ramesses' mother, Asia. Ask yourself this. How these other races come up in here? They have to be come together all in one, and one the whole entire race. From the same branch of the same tree. The problem is a different branch, different tree. That's the problem right there. This is why you hear people say we're not the same. I know why they say it, because they do things different than any other race. I get why whites and Asians and blacks always say that. We're the same, but we're not doing the same. We do things different. We see things different. We have lived different lives, different experience. If they don't understand this race barrier of racism, they'll never defeat it. They'll never understand it. Everybody's been affected by that. The Ku Klux Klan should have never been created, but I guarantee somebody fuck with white brothers and sisters. I guarantee somebody fuck with them, and that's why they get like that. Same thing. Somebody fuck with blacks. Somebody fuck with them so bad. How many people that know the Black Panthers were from the CIA at the time? And now how the Chinese men access the fucking guns and put them and orchestrate out of the Black Panthers forever by the police. And the people been saying about Jerry Hoover got some black people in his blood. People been saying this for years, even though he got killed by two driving motor Range Rovers. But who driving a car for him? Somebody shot him, kill him. You can't tell me. Even Hitler was black. Why you think they call Obama Black Hitler? They call him that simply because Obama got some German in his blood. Europeans know what they're saying. If you really listen to them long enough, they're going to tell you. Because they believe that Germans are descendants from the Aryan race with the tall, blonde, slimmer, but yet there's some black kids from over there from Solomon Island having blonde hair and blonde hair and blue eyes. Tell me that. And look like a brown and dark caramel color like black. Like over there in Brazil. Go to Brazil if you think. But we need to be careful as black community and everybody else. Whites need to be careful too, because it explains a lot why they think the way they differently. I hate that term for African American. For some reason, we keep calling ourselves that. We ain't no damn African. Why do we keep saying that? We're really indigenous people, indigenous America. Why? Now, there's some blacks who came here. There's some blacks who brought here, but there are blacks already out here. If you watch the show Roots, you know what I'm talking about. We better be careful. I don't listen with these so-called black supremacists, but there is a lack of melanin from any other race from Bino. But all you think you see it out of the Africans. You barely sure don't see it in European unless they got some African ancestors somewhere. They show two white couples have a black daughter, and somehow a lot of people didn't believe that's their daughter unless the DNA proves it's the same blood type as much as the white. People thought they got some black people relatives in their family. It could be possible black or whites can produce black. It could be possible. I doubt it. But you got to ask yourself. I look at Tyler Perry movie and I see what this man is trying to do. He is trying to bring blacks and whites audience together. Whites and blacks need to start addressing the problem. Why is so much racism over there in Europe and Africa? And then brought it in the United States, even though they took the indigenous people country away from them. For all you black people out there believe the so-called Nation of Islam and Black Panthers, you need to question them on that. But it's funny about Black Panthers, they won't mention they influenced by the French Revolution. It's funny they won't mention they got the Italian designer for clothes the way they dress. Same thing when you look at the Ku Klux Klan. They was influenced by the Catholic Church, and look at the stuff they're wearing. That they're really the Knight Templars. I couldn't believe the Ku Klux Klan are the fucking Knight Templars. And no wonder why they said the Switzerland, the Red Cross. No wonder why they said it. I bet you White Masons is there too. I bet you they were. Same thing. The Black Boule probably there with Prince Hall Masons. Obama is a Prince Hall Mason. You look at Obama. This is why I ain't gonna lie. They put on a show. One thing about America, the whole world, they put on a show. They want everybody to think that we live in a post-racial society. Yeah, we are. But the thing is, some people say we don't live in no post-racial. There's still racism. But you want to know why people racist? People racist is simple because they're afraid they're gonna integrate and kill their own race. This is why you hear a white guy say, wait a minute, they interact with our women. They're going to kill us out because a white woman gave birth to him just as much as a black woman gave the birth to a black man. That's why it bothered the hell out of black woman when she messed with a black man messed with a white woman. Because she figured, wait a minute, we've been raising black men all our lives and they come out here and sleep with the enemy. She sounded like a white guy when she said it. Same thing, black men are guilty of this. Black men are being pissed off because they couldn't afford the lifestyle they could not give her. Because she feel like our women don't need us. Listen, just as much as a black woman feel like the black men don't need her. So black men and black men and black women need to fix that issue right there, because they both guilty of this. Same thing as the white guy. It feel like he can afford to get anything, but he can't get everything control himself together. I'm telling you, white guys got issues like everybody else. Even white women. White women felt like, wait a minute, we're aggravated with us as womenhood. Women. Look at the stuff that's issue going on about. My niece is what? She's like 20, 21, 20. She's 20 years old, and knowing the stuff with the issue went down from over there in Finitism. Finitism did a lot of damage. It broke the family youth of the family. And it's up to the black men and black women need to fix this, and the white men and white women fix this. I don't care if they date each other's other races. I mean, for some reason, you need to look at these certain movies because they're telling you a story. And I see why now. Not another Tyler Perry. I mean, Tyler Perry, when that Shane on Chain came out, Tyler Perry did not like that movie. And I know why he didn't like it, because he felt like, wait a minute, they don't want to see my movies no more. But Tyler got to look at this. Not everybody like to see your movies. Some people want to see it, especially if condoning for women. Let's be honest, women know what's going on. Women are not that dumb. Men know what's going on too. Young people, old people, they know why things are taking place. Because it's going to start a race between black and white. But yet, look, let me say to this. I watch Chain on Chain. I watch it. But I noticed that the white guy do more killing act than Jamie Foxx. Because if you look at Jamie, he killed right along with the white guy. The only time Jamie Foxx killed a white person if he shot them and grab them by their near guard and grab them call them off their guard, or he just killed them in a way when he caught them in display on the act. That's the only time Jamie started killing whites. But he killed blacks too. And the white guy killed nothing but whites in there. He didn't kill no blacks in there. You notice that? You notice that right there? I'm going to say to this. Whites and blacks need to come together and say, you know what? We both been used. We need to fix this problem. They need to destroy this scientific race. Because I'm going to tell you something. It start the damn damage. And y'all sit there. Y'all bought this bullshit elite with these so-called white elite and black elite. Tell you, they don't give a fuck about y'all. Tea Party don't give a fuck about you white folks. You can think that all you want. They don't. Same thing, the Nation of Islam. They don't give a fuck about us. You think AAC people give a fuck about us? Hell fucking no. They don't give a damn. They're making this money. If they're against racism like they say they do, why they just can't stop it in 1600s? They should have been stop it over there 2,000 or 1,000 years ago. But they claim that the original actually mankind exists over there in Africa and Europe and Asia. Y'all better look this stuff up and ask yourself. All this stuff is connected. Why you think JFK got killed? Because JFK was supposed, I forgot what JFK got killed for. JFK got killed for that how he won a campaign election between the Russian mafia to the Italian mafia. I don't know. That's a lot of conspiracy goes. That is spoken out from the government, corrupted imprisonment criminal government banks. He spoken out against them, and that's why he got assassinated. Unfortunately, to make it look like, but actually it's the driver shot him. If you look at that video and look at it real close, and I said, yeah, it couldn't be no damn shooter. He just volunteered to make it seem like he did the crime. No, it was more than that. Same thing, Martin Luther King. The reason why Martin Luther King got killed because he spoke to Vietnam War, and Vietnam War wasn't no good. Basically, he broke the Masonic oath just as much as JFK. And you got to look at it. Abraham Lincoln got killed because he was freeing black people from slaves. Why they killed him? Because the same people that own the Ku Klux Klan is the ones that the original Golden Klan. I'm telling you, it's added all the dates. Same thing, they killed Malcolm when he was talking about the self-defense right for bear arms. It's just as much as right for blacks as whites have a right for bear arms from whites. And also, he didn't want to cooperate the FBI. Let's be honest. All this stuff is connected. And feminists, not feminists, feminazis, they did a damn job. how it destroyed women. You can watch Alice Jones video and they explain what Arthur Rosso explained. They carbon fetishism two reasons. The main goes we teach the population how to act, how to think or something like that, and use the government school funded the government to teach, have the people, have the family and the state, for they don't know how to read and think. It has something to do with that. You can look it up. It's added up. I look at these movies. They did this. And I'm gonna tell you, Tyler, he better be careful because they coming at him hard. And I'm telling you, they already come at Bill Cosby. And after they come at Mayweather, they can't stand Mayweather. They cannot stand him. The reason why they can't stand Mayweather, he won all those damn fights. But he better be careful because some of the Filipinos up there, the way they fight like that, they fight so different than blacks. This is why I've been saying everybody knew who we is. Don't think that whites don't know who we are. Because they interact with us as more than we do. And we don't know how they is. Let's be honest. Whites and blacks are part of the brothers and sisters over there in the Bible, and just as much as Asian. If you think they're not, then you keep thinking that. Keep thinking that. And I say this to whites and Asian and everybody else. You keep thinking we're not part of the same bloodline. The problem is we part of the same value of the tree and value of the growth of the tree. We need to start looking at these racist slurs before we say it. And that goes to whites. Ask some white people what the word nigger means. They can't even tell you. They can't even tell you what that word nigger means. They can't even tell you, even though African Americans do not like this word. They're trying to say we're a dead race. They want to kill us. They're trying to say we can't communicate with the dead. They're trying to say that we rising from back from the dead and got some form of black magic. Look it up when they said the word black magic. White magic is pagan. White, that's white brothers and sisters. You got to ask yourself. Man, it explains, but you know what? It explains a lot how people been taught. It explains it. Now I see why there's so much race display going on. Because it was set up since day one. And something's got to put a stop to it. What's that got something to do with Tyler Perry? Tyler Perry, I look at this guy's movie. And you cannot tell me he's part of the Boule. You cannot tell me. Because Boule, they some dangerous motherfuckers. Revolver to the king. Who's Revolver to the king? Who king they're talking about? Who king? A Valor to the king. And they part of right along with the White Skull and Bones. You see all this stuff that's connected, and you can now tell me they part of the Illuminati. The Illuminati, the Turner, Mr. of Turner Schools. I don't put nothing past them. Okay, how you think Obama got in there? Matter of fact, I'm gonna leave this when I left. While I'm wrap this up, my uncle told me Barack Obama was the #1 choice and priority for president from the Rothschild and Rockefeller. I'm gonna leave it like that. I ain't gonna say it no more because I'm gonna tell you, and you know that tell me right there, blacks sold out just as much as whites. Whites sold out years ago. Asians and everybody else, they sold to the pagan, to the demon and demonologists of the devil. I don't want to be a part of this stuff, and we're gonna pay for this, and everybody else do too. I said, you see what I'm talking about? All that money and fame, all that shit is gonna end very well. It's gonna end because that wealth is gonna hurt not only to other nationalities, it's gonna hurt the black community as well if they don't careful. Because wealth is your health. Take care of your health. That's the greatest wealth to have. But your wealth is trying to get more that you got. It ain't worth it. You gotta leave that alone. It ain't worth it. I love to make money too, but I'm not gonna let the money rule me. I rule the money. Money shouldn't rule me. Money don't make the man. Man make the money. Don't ever forget that, people. I'm gonna say this to women: just because you got a college degree, but when you gonna have some college degree in your head? It's into your heart. It's sad. I hate to say this, man, because there's a real reason why we're in the situation we're in. There's a real reason why things are taking place. There's a real reason. We've been warned. We've been warned many years, and people have been warning us. People have been warned whites. People have been warned everybody, and we're gonna pay for that, man. We really is. And these young people, they too far gone. But these young people are very aware. Don't think these young people don't add it up to reading and writing and learn about it. the book of Negroes, trying to say that blacks can't read. To me, that's disgraceful. That showed me right there they want to control. If it's not, then what the hell is it? And us as black men, we need to say enough is enough. Because these people don't give a fuck about us. They don't. They did. And when whites going to wake up and say they don't give a fuck about us either? They don't. They want to see us divided, adding up, and want us to fight against. No fault for that stuff. We need to stand against unite of this evil empire system that we're in. Because I'm telling you right now, they're making all this money, and they need to put a stop to it. I'm telling you, and women need to do it too. It's sad. It's sad that we live in a world in 2015 and people run around like that people are so blind they need to have eyes open, and people so deaf they can't sure that if they couldn't hear what everything hear and see what I'm trying to say is when you're deaf you need to have a hearing of yourself when you hear things that is added hearing to you. And they need to see everything clear because it's hit Playside Bailey. I watch Tyler Perry's movie. I watch it. But I notice how this man portrayed on TV. I notice it when you look at this man and you ask yourself, this man came from nothing. He was homeless at the time. I give it to him. The man made money. I watch his movie. But I stopped watching it because some of those movies did not add up. When he did that movie, Hours Across, they didn't took that man seriously. I noticed it. That tell me right there they want to see Tyler with a dress. But in the Bible it says it's not good for a man wear a female's clothing. I'm sorry. You ain't gonna see me wear no goddamn female's clothes. Shit, I'm gonna keep my manhood. I don't know about you. Men taught to how to hunt, taught to fight, taught to kill, taught to take care of the family. That women know what being a man is about. Being a woman is showing her femininity, to show her teach children well and make a lead, make her to follow and lead for example, for have a better plan for a better future for her kids. That's a real woman to me. And my grandmother's like that, and my mom like that. You won't find too many women like this anymore because thanks to us, we took advantage of that. Us as men, and I'm telling you something, I don't like what the fuck is going on. I don't like the shit. I really don't. And it's scary. It is sad that we just sit there and we play like fools. I feel sorry for Bill Cosby, even though Bill Cosby was wrong talking about blacks in the mixed company, and that's his karma. And he crossed Donald Trump. He probably said things and probably fucked those women and promised them something, but I don't think he raped them. If he did, they would have got Bill Cosby a long time ago, just like they could have get R. Kelly if he did those things or not. But I don't condone molesting children. Just like Paul Walker. Paul Walker, when he died, he messed with a girl who was 16 and he was 31 at the time. No, I'm sorry. This is something just not right. If I'm not going to fin a black man do this stuff, I damn sure ain't going to fin a white guy do it. Mess with children, girls. No, this is wrong. And I damn sure would not offend Chris Brown, and damn sure ain't Rihanna. I wouldn't offend no white guy or white woman. People need to keep their hands to themselves. I'm against racism because all racism is a cash system. It's a money-making cash system, and they get anticipated to get and believe it. It's about economic power, economic status, access and wealth and resources. All racism, man, it need to be destroyed. It do, because these people are part of the ancient Arthur Mystery and Arthur Mystery School. For all you women that think that they're not playing y'all, they are. And they damn sure play the men. And I'm telling you, when we gonna go to war with these people? These people, they make it all, but if it wasn't for the people, they wouldn't get nothing. I wouldn't make Tyler Perry rich. Come on now. Tyler Perry and Steve Harvey, he know better because he did the same thing all these other guys that he's mentioned. He know different. That's why he couldn't even take care of his kids. And he gonna talk about thugs and everything else. Yeah, thugs are messed up too. Yeah, they need to start taking responsibility. But you're no better example because you gotta take care of your own responsibility well. And it makes me mad. But we sit there and I'm telling you, give it more a couple more years. We're gonna pay for this. You watch what I tell you. Because if I see another tiger, man, I I'll jump in the gauge out of the window. I ain't gonna lie because we're gonna be a stink. We're gonna be a stink by the time we Obama get out of office, and when he does, they're gonna throw that right in our face and say, "Well, y'all got Obama 8 more years. Y'all he didn't give y'all the men for anything," and they're going after voting right. And AACP, they're a joke because AACP. A lot of people don't know that the Zionist people spy on black folks. How many people that know that? And they made friends with the Ku Klux Klan at the exactly same people that's hanging black men from trees. So what does that tell you? I don't trust none of them. If I don't trust AACP, what makes you think I trust the Ku Klux Klan? I don't trust none of them. The Tea Parties and the so-called the civil rights movement. Come on, man, they ain't done a damn thing. White people don't get played, man. Please don't. Because they play us and one another. And I'm saying this for my own folk. We need to stop quit playing. They need to stop playing us, man. Because I get tired of this. And start taking care of business our own selves. Because they don't give a damn about us. No matter how nice we are, how friendly we are, how kind, they still gonna look at you as a nigga. Nigga or Niggr. If I had to choose between Malcolm and Martin Luther King, I respect both men, but I pick Malcolm hands down because that man explained there's two types of black men that they are today. It's them house Negroes and them field Negroes. They more worse than these so-called crackers and racists. I ain't gonna lie, they are something else. Another brother will cross you over than a nigga would. Just as much, they will cross a white guy over they cross a cracker. What's the difference? They play one against another. And we need to go at the people that pull the lead or the string to pull all the incidents happened years ago. And we need to end this eternity once and for all. Who's with me? Nothing else I can say more. And let's get back to saving humanity and save and else humanity to wisdom and wisdom around the world. And peace with love for God. All right? All right. And get in this evil, mnemonic, Satan world that we're in. Nothing else I can say anymore. All right? All right. It's your boy Domination. This is Back of the Base. The Joker to do since I do text, baby. Until next time. All right? All right. Peace and I'm out.